Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. Before we dive in, a quick introduction. I am a certified ServiceNow technical architect with over 12 years of hands-on experience across ITSM, CMDB, HR, CSM, integrations, and custom applications. Welcome back to ServiceNow Zero 02 Pro series. In today's section, we are going to cover Application Navigator, forms, list, records, and basics of tables, the foundation of data handling in ServiceNow. So let's see. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, it's free and helps you keep up with all the latest ServiceNow videos. And if you have got questions, reach out to me on Instagram at NSServiceNowBlog. So now, before you start learning, okay, please grab your cup of coffee or tea and have it. So parallelly, we will learn and practice it. Okay. So and also, you please open your developer.servicenow.com instance and open your instance like start building. Click on start building. Okay. So so uh, along with me, you also need to practice. Okay, so first understand the concept, what I'm trying to say, and then you practice in your personal instance. So then only you will able to understand, or you will able to clear your doubts for the next videos, or you can ask me if you have any questions. Okay, so let's see our training plan. So in the last video, we covered this user administration, impersonating user, access control, a small introduction we have done. Okay, so now we will focus on application navigators, forms, list, records. Okay, and also a basic of tables. So what is tables? What is fields? We are not administrating the tables and fields, but we are trying to understand what is tables, all these things. Okay. So let's go to our instance. So you all know Application Navigator. Okay. So before going into the Application Navigator, we need to understand how the data in ServiceNow is stored. Okay. So for if I open how the data in ServiceNow is stored. So in ServiceNow, all the data, okay, is stored in a table. Okay, so any kind of data is stored in a table. A table in ServiceNow is a collection of records that stores data of a particular type, just like an sheet in an spreadsheet or a table in a database. For example, if you know about Oracle database, how it behaves, so you will understand clearly or easily. Or you know, I think most of the people knows Excel. Okay, so Excel they know, right? So how Excel looks. So Excel looks, you can see here, Excel looks like uh, this whole Excel is a kind of table, okay? And you know, each this is a column and this is a row. Okay, so you know all. I hope. Okay, hope you know this. What is columns? What is rows? And what is the box? Okay, it's kind of a cell. We call it as a cell. Okay, so remember those words. Okay, so let's go back now. So in ServiceNow, everything is stored in a table. So why table? Because ServiceNow platform is built on a relational database. Relational database. So that's why, okay, every piece of data like users, tickets, assets, whatever the things, okay, lives in a table. So the relationship between tables can relate to one another. For example, we have incident table. Okay, inside the okay. Before jumping into that one, okay, I will try to cover one more small topic. That is, um, you know, in incident. Okay, we have some basic tables like, okay, so all data in ServiceNow lives in tables. So a table is a collection of records. Each record has fields, okay, like just like an in Excel, okay. So this is a table, okay. So in this table you have columns and rows, okay. So the columns is called fields. We call it as fields in an service now, okay. And the records, I mean rows is equal to records we call. Okay, rows is equal to records. So tables are the foundation of a ServiceNow database. For example, incident stores all incident table stores all IT issues like any issues happens. Okay, so all the records it will show. Each record has fields like short description, priority, okay? So all these things. So you can see um, if this is a table, okay? The front end you are seeing, okay? Like one is a row, this is a row, and this is a column. So this is kind of a list view you are seeing everything as a list, okay? So let me open an incident all, click on all. So I will unpin this one, okay. So you see this is kind of an Excel, okay. So you can see this is a rows, okay, or we call it as a call, I mean records, and this is a field, number, open, short description, caller, priority, okay, all this thing are fields. Okay, so this is called a columns or a fields we call it. Okay, so when I open this one, you can see all the data inside the service, inside the incident table in list format. This is called a list format. A collection of records is called a list. So I hope now you understand what is a table, what is a table, a list, fields, and records. So this is the very basic things you need to understand. Okay, so this is as of for two. This is very small things. Okay, you already aware, I think. Okay, so so ignore it. If you know it before, so ignore it. Or if you don't know, try to understand what is table, what is list, what is fields and records. Okay, so in ServiceNow, we have some basic tables or table hierarchy we call it as, okay, table hierarchy. Okay, ServiceNow tables can extend other tables also. So we have a base tables, that is, um, everyone should know about the base tables. What are the base tables we have? A task is a base table. Okay, so this is the, you know, parent table. So, and also one more thing, you should know about parent and child relationship. Okay, parent parent and child relationship. Okay, so if one parent can have many childs, but one child cannot have many parents, right? So like that, you should know this concept. You should know this concept, okay? So like that, a task can have a child tables called incident, problem, change. So all these are okay. So these are the core base tables we call it as or core tables or ServiceNow out of the box tables. So we use out of the box tables. Okay, we use this term like out of the box tables. Okay, the tables which are created by ServiceNow or it's called a out of the box tables or we call it as a base tables or we call it as a core tables. Okay, so they can ask what are the core tables: task, incident, problem, change. All these things are the core tables or base tables. Okay, task table is like, base table for the work type records. Incident is a specialized version of a task with extra fields. Okay, so a child can have the behavior of the parent, but a child can have the extra qualities or circular, okay, apart from the parent, right? So like that. So a task is a base table, and the incident it performs common functionals. Okay, incident, problem, change have same qualities like task. Okay, but incident, problem, change, they have their own individual qualities separately. Okay, so that is the relation between task, incident, problem, a parent and child relationship. You should understand this one. Okay, so going forward, you will know much details. Okay, so if you don't know now, if you don't understand now, okay, just ignore it. Okay, going forward, you will get it to understand it. Okay, don't worry on this one. Okay, so that is okay. So what I'm trying to say is, so in ServiceNow, we have the data. All the data is stored in the tables. So, and we have base tables, core table, I mean, base tables, parent tables, child tables, we have. So how do we create tables? How do we create as a base table? How do we create as a child table, parent table? So that we will see in the next classes, upcoming classes. Okay. Now our focus is how the list, fields, records. Okay, all these things. Okay. So now you understand the table concept. You also understand what is a list. List is nothing but if you open a table, so the front end which you are seeing now is called a kind of list. A list is nothing but list of records. One record, two record, three records. So a list of records is called a list. Okay, you know fields also. Okay, so on the table you have fields to store a particular kind of data. For example, uh, this is an employee table. Okay, employee table. So you have a company. Okay, you need to track employees. Okay, so you have name is an one column. Okay, name, phone number. Okay, phone, address. Okay, simple form. Okay, so you are entering one employee's name details called ABC, phone, blah blah blah, and address, blah blah blah. Okay, so this is one employee record, and another employee record, another employee record, another employee record. So, this is kind of a data table, and this is called column, and this is called rows. Okay, so all together is called a table, but you are seeing in the list format. This is a list format. Okay, so fields, list, all these things. Now coming to Application Navigator. So in the Application Navigator, So in the application navigator, let me ping this one. So you can see, I think in the previous section we told about what is applications and modules. Okay, so all this kind of like application and modular concept. Okay, so one application can have multiple modules. For example, these are the modules and this is an application. So you no need to know what all these application does, what are inside these application, what all the modules do. No need to know all the things. Okay, so you will get to know understanding easily step by step, one by one in going forward. So no need to worry at this stage. Okay, just know about what is application, what is the modules. So in ServiceNow, we have in the application navigator, we concept called applications and modules. Okay, so for example, we have an incident module. Okay, incident application. Okay, so in this application you have modules called assign to, open and assign. Okay, resolve, create new. Um, all these things are modules. Okay, so if I click on one module, it opens something. It opens a form. Okay, this is a form. Okay, this form is nothing but a collection of fields, and it shows in a particular a good proper UI. Okay, so that user can enter into these fields and submit, and that will submit as a record. Okay, that we will see in the later section. This is a form. Okay, if I click on assign to, okay, it opens a list. Okay, the list with filter called active true, assigned to is system administrator. Okay, with filter. Okay, if I click on all, it opens with without filter. So it opens all the list of incidents list. It opens. So um, so what I'm trying to say is, so modules is nothing but it's kind of opening a form or opening a list or opening some other pages. So all this kind of things. Okay, something will be done when you click on the module. When you click on the application, it cannot be do anything. Okay, so it is just a parent of all. It is segregating all this work into that particular module application. Okay, so let's clarify sometime. An application is a group of related modules. A module is a menu item inside the application. Okay, it's like create new, all, assign to. In each module opens either a list or a form. Most of the cases, it opens a list or a form. Okay, so list, you know what is list? Viewing multiple records. Okay, when you click on all the module, all under incident module, it opens all the incident list. Okay, each row is one record, for example, an incident or all these things. Okay, um, so you all know about now. Okay, so now this application navigator, if I see incident is somewhere down. Okay, so Uh, i- so according to your business, okay, so they said that, okay, this is a frequently used application, okay, so no one knows, like, you can favorite it, okay, and you can add into favorites. So from the favorites you can go. So if you create one favorite, that will not be shown to any user, okay, so only particular users they will see. Okay, so 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 it is somewhat difficult for all the users to search it or to make a favorite or something. Okay, that's why what we will do, we need to bring our incident module to maybe at the third position or fourth position, so that users can see easily, and instead of going down or typing here or going to favorites, they can just click on that incident module. How to do that? Okay, so all these are the all applications. So where is incident module? So if I click on incident, if I type incident, okay, so you have an modify edit application. Click on that one. Okay, so it shows you some kind of warning. This is an high risk file that might get updated again in later releases. Okay, so you should not, if you modify, what happens? Okay, then it won't show in the next upgrades. Okay, so we will talk about this mostly these things in the upcoming classes. Okay, I will not confuse you now. So you see here application. Okay, so incident, SNC, incident read roles. This is a title. This is a roles. Nothing but to whom this application should be visible. So ITIL users, okay. For end user, this application is not able to see, like incident. For example, if I impose it as an employee, as an end user, okay, and if I go and type incident, I don't see that particular incident application here because that was blocked from the uh, you know that was blocked from this field roles. Okay, so if I type again incident and edit application, so this application will be visible only to these role people because these roles are added. Okay, under this you have modules like create new, assign to, open state, open, all these things. Okay, will be shown. Okay, and will shown. If this module access is not there, okay, then it will check this I mean, if this application access is not there, then no module will be shown. For example, create new button or assign to field. Okay, so assign to, if I open this module, so there are no roles here. Okay, so even so for employee, for Joy employee, it is not able to see because this was under application menu, parent and child relationship. If you don't have access to the parent, you cannot, or if you don't have the access to the house, you cannot enter into the rooms. Simple. Okay, and if you have the access to the house, okay, if you have the key to the house but not to the rooms, then you cannot see. Okay, even if you have the access to the incident module, but if you don't have the access to the modules inside that one, then you cannot see the data inside that particular module, even though if you have an access to application. Okay, so now what we can do is, let me go back a little bit. So this is an application menu. If someone asks to change the application menu, you can change it. Okay, and you can add if any new category needs to be added or existing category needs to be deactivated. Usually you can do it. Okay, so when you type incident, you have create new, assign to, open. So this incident module, I need to see above the self-service or below the self-service. Then you have some kind of order. Okay, so let me add. uh, You will have a order field. Okay, so for example, if I want to move this incident module, for example, let me clear this filter. Okay, that incident module this under this self-service or above the self-service. So there is an one field, okay, inside this application menu, there is a one field called order. So I don't see that field here on the form. So what I will do is, there are two ways to change that one. Okay, one thing is, let me configure and form layout, click on form layout. So what is this form layout? I don't know how do you get it. So don't worry, I will teach you everything. Okay, so just for to show you this order field, I am changing it. Okay, so order and click save. So the order of this application is 200. Okay, so if I click on self-service module, the order is 50. Okay, so the lowest order will show the first and the highest order will show at the bottom. So if I want to bring the incident module, okay, above the self-service, then the incident module order should be less than 50. Okay, so let me go to my incident module where it is and click on edit application. Okay, so I will change it to 20 and update it. So you can see that the incident module is coming at the top. Okay, so inside the incident module, you have modules. Also, you have the order. Okay, for example, if I click on edit application under the incident, so you can see there is an order 100, 150, 200, 200, okay, 300, 325. So all these orders we have. So all these orders, for example, if I want assign to be first, then I will change this one. Okay, maybe to 50 and save it. Okay, so then if I refresh this one, so then assign to is come back. Okay, so like that. So, so like that, you can change the order to bring the application to the above or below or whatever it is. Or you can create a new application also. Okay, how do I create a new application? How do I create a new module here? Okay, so you can get you go if you got this kind of questions like so there is an application menus will be there. So um, application menus. Under system definition, you have application menus. Click on that application menu. Okay. So you see all the applications here. For example, if you type incident, okay. So incident, okay, order to who needs to see roles, okay, name, updated, all these things. I will unpin this one, okay, so that you can see clearly. Okay. So if I open this application menu, okay, so we see that which role, which order it should see. Okay. And here we have roles. Okay. So that you can see this ITIL and if any SNC underscore incident read role is there. So then those persons can see this incident application menu. So if you want to have this menu to all the users, then just remove this and done and save and update it. Then you will get to know. Okay. So under this you have modules, all these things. Okay. So that is so leave. So if you want to create a new application, simply create a new application that, okay, maybe I will type as a test application. Okay, for testing purpose, I will write test. Okay, test and I will not show to I will show this one to everyone and this one is like maybe 28, okay, below the incident module. Okay, and then yes, this is a custom applications or kind of thing, so we can mark and save it or right click and save it. Okay, now you may get confusion that I have done right click and save and they have submit, so that just follow my okay instructions. Okay, how do I save, how do I click on right click and save, I have done. Okay, right click on this one and save. So when you will get to know all these things on the when we discussing on the forms, okay, records, all these things. Okay, so just follow me. Okay, so uh, so for example, let's go to this one. Okay, and refresh it. Okay, close it and refresh it. So do I see any test module here, test application here? No, because there is no module inside the test module, test application. So that's the reason you are not able to see. Okay, if you have any modules inside the test application, okay, like maybe uh, maybe an incident list. Okay, So order no, because I will have only one, and visibility to all. Okay, visibility to all. You can have the you can control the module also visibility, or override application menu roles. So same as application. They have the same roles should be applied to this incident list also. So you can assign anything. Okay, and the link type. So if I click on that module, what should happen? So it should open the list of records or run a report or map a page or list filter. Also, there are like lot of things. So for now, I will put as list records because we know what is a list. Okay, so I will select a table. Which table I will select? I will select the incident table or whatever the table we need to choose. Okay, what is this filter, arguments, window name? So that will cover in the later classes. Okay, so don't worry because this is too much at this time. Okay, so too much at this time. So just I will so to save this particular form, or I can use submit or right click and save it. Okay, I will use submit. What is difference between submit and right click save? We will discuss in the when we are discussing on the forms. Okay, so now go to application navigator. Now I see test module. Okay, so as I said, okay, test is no roles here. So it should visible to Joy employee also. So let's test it. Impersonate user and Joy employee and impersonate. Okay, and go to application navigator. You can see test and incident list. If I click on incident list is coming. Okay, simple. That is how you need to use the impersonator. If you create or if you configure something, you customize something that is working for other users or not, we have to use impersonate user button. Okay, so that is for testing purpose. The best example I showed you just now. Okay. So that is about applications, how do you application navigator, all these things. So let's see now the list. Before I go to the list, so on the application navigator, what you practice is, okay, application practice questions. Practice questions on the application navigator. Okay. Uh, So practice questions on the application navigator. So create any module under and under new application. Okay, under new application. So so you can create a new application. I mean, basically what I am asking you is new application to create and new module to create. New module to create. Okay, so maybe your choice. Okay, your choice of name, whatever the name, you can put your name or the anything. Okay, so this is not a kind of like whole project. This is like you can create new application, new module, so you are able to get it or not. Maybe if you don't know anything, okay, so maybe you can start with um, maybe an application with um, mini incident. Okay, so mini incident. Under this, you show list of incidents. Okay, so that that simple module and application and module. So you change the orders, change the orders of the okay, change the order. Okay, uh, to top for incident module. Okay, so like that. So like that you practice on the application navigator. So you will understand. Okay, so you will understand. Okay. You will get more knowledge now if you practice it. Okay. So now let's see our forms, our list. So for example, if I go to incident, incident, I open all incident. So what is assigned to, what is created new, what is open and assigned, that we will see later. But for now, you simply follow all. Okay, so all. So all the data in the incident table we are seeing right now. As this is my custom instance, okay, PDI, so I see only 67 records. Okay, 67 records like one, two, one record, two record, three record, four record, five record, six record, like that. Okay, so those are the my records. 67 records I'm seeing now, right now. So on this 67 records, okay, these are the fields: number, form, short description, priority, category, assigned to, updated. All these are fields. Okay, so this is nothing but a list view. Okay, list view. What we call it as a let me remove everything. List view. Okay, so in this list view, you have a list context menu. Okay, so this is a list menu. Okay, so you have this is a list menu, and list context menu is like when you click on here, list context menu, you will get it. Okay, so this is list menu and list context menu, this one. Okay, so our list controls, we call it as, click on here. Okay, the three lines, you will get one menu. Okay, and also if you click on any top on, I mean on this bar and right click, okay, you will see those same menu. Okay, anywhere you can right click, you can see those same menu. Okay, so here, for example, I can see 1 to 20 records in a page. For example, if I go down, so one first record to 20th record I can see. So in the this is next page. If I move to next page, from 21 to 40 record. If I move to next page, or if I move to end page, okay, I can see from 48 to 67 records. Okay, and I can go to first page also. This is the pages and numbers of the record it is showing right now. Okay, so if I click on list controls and view or not view, show, okay, show, this is showing only 20 rows per pages. So you can select like 10 rows per pages. So you will see only 1 to 10 rows. Okay, and if I click on show on 15 rows per pages, like 1 to 15 records per pages. Okay, like that, I can show 100 records also. Okay, so it shows only one page because 67 is below 100, right? So it shows in only one page. Okay, so the best is show 20 records, because when the form loads, when this list is loading, okay, it takes lesser time than to load 100 records. For example, if I click on show 100 record, 100 rows, okay, and go back to home, and then if I go back and click on all, so then it takes some time. Okay, maybe this is a demo data, right? So maybe it has very fraction of seconds. Okay, so if I show here, there is a clock at the right hand bottom. Okay, the response time, network, server, browser. You can see the response time is 1435. Okay, 1435 milliseconds it took to load. Okay, that if I change 20 rows, okay, and go back, and then I click on all records. If I click on this one, or 955, the response time is 955. So that is lesser than the 100 records. So that is how. So that is why we use like 20 rows, okay, per 20 rows. Okay, this is the default setting. Okay, this is the default setting. If you want to change these settings, you have to go to system properties. Sys, System properties, there is a table, okay, where all the system properties are stored in that particular table. This underscore proper properties dot list. So why I have typed this one? Why I did not search? Because that I will tell you later. Okay. For now, system properties is a table. Okay. Behave like see like this. Okay. System is a table that I cannot get from this application navigator. So I should open that particular table. So if I know the table name, if I know the table name, so I can easily open the table. Okay, so don't worry. So this underscore properties is a table name. From the URL, you can identify the table name dot list you can open. Okay, so here you can search with maybe I will search with 100. Okay, so I can. So maybe search with the property name. Okay, so we have the property called glide UI per page. Okay, so 10, 15, 20, 50, 100. So you can increase this one to 200, 300, 400, okay, 500, okay, so like that. So items per page, drop down options, okay, comma, you can add all these things. So ServiceNow gives you this till 100 because if users set 100, then it is like it takes like maximum or like limited time only. But if you set like 500,000, it takes a lot of time to load it. So that's the reason ServiceNow did not add. But as an administrator, you can decide you are with your customer and you can add it. Okay. So which one is? So by default, it is like 20 records it will show, but each user can change. Any user can change like how much records they have to show. Or that is individual. So for example, if I select 100, okay, so I am displaying 100 records. For example, go to all incident and all, okay. So 167, that means in one page it is showing. But if I impersonate with ITL user, okay, impersonate, okay. For ITL user, it is set as 20 as a default, okay. 20 as a default, let's click on and all incidents. So it is like it opens 20, okay, because for IT, that is what we are changing, that is user perspective. So that is will change for only for that user, not for all the users. Okay, even we are admin and we change that one for only for ours, not for all. Okay, so that's the reason we are seeing 1 to 100. Okay, so that is. And create favorite, okay. Create favorite is nothing but you I told you before, okay. If I want to create this particular table as a favorite, whenever I want to open this favorite, so I can go and click on favorites, okay. So, and if I click on list menu, uh, refresh list. If I click on this, I always refresh. Instead of refreshing the whole browser, okay, just refresh the list so that it will update this list. If any new incidents are came, okay, or any updated, okay, so that particular list will be updated or okay, and then um, we have show view, we have filters, we have group, we have group by, we have. So that we will see now. Okay. So before talking to these views, filters, group by, I will tell you now. Okay. For example, searching methods. Okay. So I want to know, like, for example, tracking tool. Okay, tracking tool. So in the short description, there is a short description field. So you have a default tracking tool in is down. Okay, so I want to see what all the records we have with this tracking tool in the short description. So what I do is there are multiple ways to do it. So what we can do is, so here incident after number we have, right? Or or maybe you search with number. Okay. So I want to see in this list this particular number incident. Okay, you have the incident number. You want to see. Okay, so if I go here and paste it and search it, enter. Okay, so then I can see directly that particular incident number. Okay, so um, that is directly I can get that particular incident number. So, or if I want to um, see like 45, okay, if I add, I don't have any that incident number, I will remove that filter. So, so that is called a filter. Okay, so you are applying a filter to the list to show what records actually you want to see, not all the records. For example, there are 67 records there. Okay, so you want to see only for example, priority is one critical. Okay, so priority um, critical I am searching. Okay, so this is a wrong priority. Like it doesn't use kind of things. Okay, so maybe so star you use star. This is called wildcards, like wildcard search. Okay, critical. So this also it is not showing. Priority contains critical is also not showing. So priority critical is nothing star and type as one. Okay, and then one critical. Okay, one critical. It is showing you one critical priority and one critical. So or incident number. You want to see incident number this one. Okay, select that number and search it. You will see. So that's how. So that is searching from here. And also, if can click on this show or hide filter. Okay. And here you will get all the fields. Okay. So this is nothing but this is field and this is operator and this is input value. Okay. So you are selecting a field from the table. For example, priority I am selecting. Okay, and operator is like is not, is one, is not one of, okay, is empty. So like that. For example, is I'm selecting and critical I'm selecting as an input value. Okay, so run it. So I can see all the priority incidents, all the is 27. Before we used to see only 67 records. Now we are able to see 27 records. So like that, you can add you can add priority is critical or is not critical. Okay, so run. So priority is not critical. Instead of priority is not critical, I have to show all the tickets. So okay, that is 40. And also, if I change this operator is not empty, okay, and run. So the priority is always filled in all the records. So it is never empty. So that's the reason I am getting as 67 records. Okay, so again, drop down and priority is not empty. Priority, uh, high. Okay, I want to see priority is high. Okay, and you can add and or operators. Okay, and or operators. And or operators, I think you should know when learning some C languages, all these things. Okay, if conditions, else conditions. Okay, true or false. Okay, so this kind of thing is like true and true is equal to true. Okay, true, false is equal to true. Okay, false, true is equal to true. False, false is equal to false. So this is like, okay, this true and true, true or false, false or true, false and false is false. So if we have AND operator, that means two conditions should execute compulsorily. Or if we have one operator, we should one or two operators you should use OR, okay, so that you will get OR. For example, if priority is high or priority is critical and run it. Okay, so I can see priority 1 and also priority is high and also priority is 1. So both I am seeing. So I mix these two numbers into two, you know, two spaces, two namespaces. Okay, that's about the priority. I mean, that's about the filters here. You can do it. Okay. So not only on the priority, for example, state is closed. Okay. Priority is two and and means both should must match. State is state is closed. So these two and prior closed and run it. So you can see I don't have any such kind of data. Okay. And if I select priority is one critical and run it. So I have 10 records to see. Okay, I have 10 records to see. So that is a filter. Okay, that is a filter. And this is called a breadcrumbs you can call. And if you want to remove state is equal to close a filter, you can just click on this arrow button. Okay, that will not show. Okay, simple. Okay, so you can show here from you can search from here and from here, and also from here also you can search. Okay, for example, I want to search email like for email password. Okay, whoever forget the password, I want to see this one. Okay, so if I click on star, okay, why I'm typing star here? Okay, why I'm not using any other things? So star is kind of wild card entry. So for example, star is like anything, anything, and okay, and email. So anything after one, it should match email. So that maybe it contains email or it contains something, or you can do this kind of filters, email star. Okay. If I enter just email, what happens? The short description starts with email. So it shows me the short descriptions which are starts with email. So before it shows me contains email. Now it shows me starts with email. Okay. Now email. Uh, okay. So that is. So you can use filters from here, here, here. So anywhere. Okay. Anywhere on the form. So later on, you can concentrate on priorities like how to set, how to create a one priority, two priority, three priority. All these things you can learn easily. Okay. So what we will do is we will stop here. Okay, and we will practice. We will continue in the next class. Okay. So we have group by, okay, filters, we have why we have filters, all these things again, we will continue, okay, next class. Thank you. Hey there, curious minds and lifelong learners. Don't miss out on the latest videos that will boost your skills and expand your knowledge. It's totally free. Subscribe now to unlock a world of learning, inspirations, and community. Just hit that big red button that says subscribe. It's free, fast, and the best decision you will make today. Got questions or want to connect? I have got covered you. Reach out to me on Instagram at NS ServiceNow blog. Scan the QR code and let's chat. Join the NS ServiceNow blog community and start your journey towards smart learning. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.